Hey guys, this is Lazar here. I just wanted to show y'all kind of my workshop now that it's semi-clean. So this is pretty much my main work area. So I've got my printer cabinet. It fits 4 CR10s, fully filtered, fireproof, all of that jazz. Then just a little bit of storage under there. I organize screws there. This holds paint. This holds like hand tools, paint brushes, stuff like that. Here are all of the parts that I'm taking with me to college. So yeah, this is the workstation I've been working on the past couple of days. Well, actually, past couple of weeks. But this will be coming with me to college so that I can keep working. Woo! It's got the sound system and everything, so it's actually pretty awesome. Then back here, which most people haven't actually seen because I never use it, this is the spray booth. So it's kind of being used for storage, and really this is the only spot that will fit this big freaking printer. So that's pretty much the overview. That goes there. The box fan goes in the hole. That door closes. That door opens. And then boom, paint gets shot outside. It's fine. So that's workshop. If you want to hear kind of my plan to improve on it, then stick around. I'm actually surprised that you stuck around. Please don't leave me. Okay, so this is actually super good looking. This is not, so gotta cut that, weld that, all of that. I know I say the same word lots of times. It's fine. Workbench, glorious. I love the damn thing. I just got to do a little bit of wire routing, maybe 3D print some attachments. I'll probably move the pegboard up to the top, print some stuff so that I can put guns or a shelf or something like that that I can use to like put projects that I'm not working on at that moment. Everything else about this room is actually perfect. So yeah. Then we get to this room, which is the disaster zone. So this door needs to get mounted. Then I actually I haven't really decided yet. So the AC should be able to put a little bit more positive pressure in this room, because how this works is that I need this room to have positive pressure, but this room to have negative pressure, so that whenever I close this door and I spray paint, none of the fumes, or if I'm sanding, none of the dust will actually escape into this room, it's not too difficult, but it's still annoying. All of this gonna get moved out. I'm going to move this printer over to there. I'm gonna build a shelf, right? Make it fireproof, all of that. And it's gonna be about at the white line. Then, so it'll be fully enclosed, just like the printer cabinet. Because this guy's a little too big. He's special. He doesn't fit. That is obviously going to have a better mounting system than bungee cords. That's going to go a little higher, and then I'm actually going to split it into 3 tubes, which is, this is a great idea, you know? So it's actually going to have 1 tube going into the main printer cabinet, a second tube going into the second printer cabinet, which will hold this guy and maybe a resin printer or a different printer. I don't really know yet. I don't have one. And then underneath the white line, I'm actually going to, since like this takes up a certain amount of real estate, you know, I might as well make it where I can just do something underneath it, you know. I can't really do much with it if it's, like, I can put this on the ground, but then it's hard to work on, all of that crap. So, underneath it, I'm going to build a drying rack. So, I haven't really figured out the full plans for it, but it's going to have a smaller size. However, it can extend and accommodate larger pieces. And then you'll be able to, and then I'll be able to put a dehumidifier in it, and this room is already temperature regulated. So that means the ambient temperature in there will be perfect for paint curing. And then I'm in Texas, so the humidity is like freaking 75% or higher, which is like the highest recommended for paint curing. So it's going to have a dehumidifier, and that's going to help things. It'll be great. Then, of course, box fan goes there, doors get mounted, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to have like a fold down work, like just, it will not be load bearing whatsoever. However, it will like hold like a gun, like something max 10 kilograms. So it's just, don't sit on it, Then that will vent straight out. And then like all of these extra lights, I'm going to kind of replace everything and then get some of those LED bulbs so that everything looks nice. And then, of course, add sheetrock to the walls that don't have sheetrock. I have to finish mudding. I have to finish actually doing the final touches. I've got to paint the whole damn thing. And then, do some stuff to increase the vibe of the room. So, like, some posters and stuff, so I don't, like, feel like I'm torturing myself by being in here for, 12 hours at a time, like I usually am. So, the biggest hurdle is, I'm going to get real with you guys. The biggest hurdle with all of this is that in August, I will be getting an apartment. And because it's just so much better than living in the dorms at college. And since I am at college and I'm probably going to have to take some summer classes, winter classes, stuff like that, it just makes sense for me to be there year round. So, houses there, way too expensive. Can't afford them. However, an apartment's fine. It's just the thing that sucks is that I live an hour and a half away from college. I know that's nothing compared to most people. However, if it means that I have to drive an hour and a half here and an hour and a half back if I want to work on anything in my workshop, it's terrible. So what I'm probably going to do, this is kind of been my master plan with it, is whenever I moved out of the house, my plan was to actually buy a cargo trailer. So there are cargo trailers that you don't have to have a special license to drive. You don't have to have anything fancy. You just have to have a car that can pull it. You can buy one used for about $3,000. And this whole thing is designed to perfectly fit. I know, me and my infinite wisdom. Like, even the freaking door, like, all of them have a very specific, like, distance between the door and stuff, so it won't actually be, like, this big, but it'll be just, like, a hole so that the door can open and close, So, that's what I'm gonna try and do, is I'm gonna try and buy one of those. It's gonna be about $3,000, then disassemble this whole thing, which is gonna be fantastic, reassemble it in the cargo trailer, and I'm actually going to get one that's a little too long for this workshop so that I have a little bit of extra space for storage. But then it'll be where, like, the back door will open, and so there, I have vent. Like this, instead of venting out of the workshop, out through the wall to the side of the house, it'll just vent straight outside. Instead of having, like, wall outlets and stuff and extension cords coming from, like, 3 different breakers in my house, it's just going to have an RV power supply with a 100 amp breaker box. So, I think that would be really cool. I think it would be amazing to have a workshop that I can perfectly tune to myself, and that anytime I need to move, I just take it with me. Problem with that is I still have zero idea where I'm going to put it, because that kind of power usually needs a very specific power supply, usually a special mount. It's pretty much an RV hookup. So the cheapest place in the area for an RV hookup is still $600 a month. And I'm only spending $600 on where I'm living. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I may just have to do kind of lower, lower complexity stuff. I won't be able to use my super fancy spray booth. I won't be able to use my super nice, workbench or my 3D printer cabinet. And I really don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm confident that you guys will stick around, and hopefully I'll get some commissions and maybe save up enough money to be able to rent out somewhere to put that workshop. So thanks for listening to me ramble, and I will catch you guys later.